What's good, YouTube? It's NoWayJeric, and I'm back with another COD ranked video, 8's gameplay, BPLs. You already know I got way more bangers, way more banger gameplays for y'all coming out. But today, as you see by the title of the video, we're going to be talking about why I think, well, not why I think, why Call of Duty Black Ops 7 was the worst selling game in the franchise and all the different factors. I kind of touched on it in one of my previous videos on what went wrong with Black Ops 7, but this is me explaining to you why numbers-wise and all of the, just mostly numbers-wise, why it was the worst-selling COD in the franchise, and why this year, this is one of the first year, or one of the rare years that you won't see COD being the top-selling game or even the top 2 selling game or most sold game this year. So before we get into that, as always, hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate all the love and support you've been showing me. More bangers on the way. I took like a little week break. I've been working hella hard, so my job has been crazy. Holidays, you already know. But anyways, more bangers on the way. This video also has one of my best games and BPOs yet. Like, as you can see by the first hill, I'm frying. Like, I'm going crazy. But let's get into it. So like I said in my previous vid, there were a lot of contributing factors to why Black Ops 7 was the worst selling COD of all time. I think the first one, which is gonna be surprising for y'all, but the first point I'm gonna make is when I think it was either Summer's Game Fest last year or 2025 last year, or was it the Microsoft show? I forgot which game show it was to like showcase different games and all that, like what conference it was. But the last game they showed, if y'all remember, was Black Ops 7, and it was the campaign, like little story trailer. People were not, because it was the last thing they showed at the show. People were not excited for this game at all. I remember seeing reactions on YouTube, like people, like, because it was a good ass show. I think I remember was it Summer's Game? I think it was Summer's Games Fest. It was a good ass show. They're showing banger after banger, and then the last game they showed was Black Ops 7, and people were just like, really? Like, that was the game you showed? That was like your last big surprise. The way to end off the show was to show Black Ops 7, knowing damn well Black Ops 6 just came out. People are still playing Black Ops 6 still when the trailer was getting the game was getting announced, and it just left a bad taste in people's mouth. Like, people weren't really excited for Black Ops 7, like, off rip. Like, usually that first trailer, people get excited for the game, but like, it was the usual campaign story teaser they showed Mason, and it's crazy because the campaign actually ended up being fucking ass. It's the worst campaign we've ever had, maybe, in my opinion. But yeah, like, a lot of the discourse around COD and a lot of people's like feeling towards COD was like the COD fatigue, the COD cycle. It was already settling in before the game even came out, because the trailer they showed wasn't even anything crazy. It's a typical teaser or whatever, and then people were like, that's the way you end off a Summer's Game Fest or summer show. Gamers actually watch those conferences and watch those shows, and it's like they don't want to see COD to end it off. Like, that's just the worst thing they could have possibly done. So that was like the first major thing, excuse me, and I was like, oh wow, like, people aren't excited for a new COD release, and it's kind of worrying because we had more shooters coming out later on in the year, and that's the point I'm going to make now. The return of Battlefield with Battlefield 6, and more so, of course, you can't forget, right after that, you get Arc Raiders in the same month. Arc Raiders low-key blew both Battlefield 6 and COD out the water. Arc Raiders still has, like, I think 2 million people on daily across every platform, like Steam. It's like top 2 on Steam. It's like number 1 on PlayStation, number 3 on Xbox. People are playing the shit out of Arc Raiders right now. It's new, refreshing. It's an extraction shooter, but it's like what's the word? Like, casual version of an extract. It's not casual, but it's like a more it is casual. It's a more streamlined version of an extraction shooter. It's not that hardcore in some of the elements and some of the features they have in the game. Arc Raiders blew everything out the water. Like, Arc Raiders took over the fucking FPS genre. It took over the whole world. Like, this is one of the best selling games this year. I think it is the best selling game this year. You can look it up, but I'm pretty sure Arc Raiders sold like 15 million. Battlefield had like 10 million. I'm guessing Black Ops 7 probably had like 5 million. I don't care, bro. Black Ops 7 did not touch like double digits in terms of like millions. Like, that's never been heard of. That's never, like, ever. Like, you know, I can't even talk. Like, COD not even selling 10. You can't even crack 10 mil, bro. You can't even crack. I don't think they even cracked 8 mil. I think they probably did was like 5 or 6 mil. But like, that was one of the things too. Is like, people went back to Battlefield 6. Battlefield 6 was a good shooter. It was one of the best shooters we've had in a while because it's pretty much flawless in the gameplay. The servers work. It didn't have a bad launch. I predicted that Battlefield 6 was gonna have a bad launch, but the game was flawless. The maps are cool. The modes are good. Breakthrough, a new fun game mode. Like, Battlefield 6 was already gonna take COD's lunch, and then you have Arc Raiders on top that just completely like fucked COD bad. Like Arc Raiders, like I said, just flew. Like it soared, bro. Furthermore, you have all the little extra shit that came with the game when it first came out. You had the SBM skill-based matchmaking rug pull from the beta into the game now. You have people claiming this game looks like a mobile game. Rank play not dropping when season one drop. Like when season one's dropping, the maps are decent. Like the maps for ranked are really good. Exposure to Scar Den. But everything else was kind of like okay, like the maps look pretty. You had the shitty ass campaign that like stained the game like tremendously. People saw that campaign and the missions and that shit. They were like, nah, fuck that. We're not buying this game. We should like I can't like people were like, where the fuck did COD go to like in terms of like campaign and making a story like this? They had some of the best stories ever in the FPS game. So all these little contributing factors on top of that, Black Ops 7 is probably facing the most comp in the series ever. Like we can't go back to the glory days and compare what COD had because, yes, it was going up against the Halos, the Battlefields, the Gears of War. So I'm not going to really go back that far. But, like, in recent memory, COD has always been the #1 shooter because a lot of shooters were going to that BR phase and that kind of phase. And that whole phase of BR is kind of like, you know, phased out. I know I said phase back to back, but they kind of phased out, and like COD was still doing well in the 2020s. Like Modern Warfare 19 sold like 30 mil, Cold War sold like 20 mil, Vanguard still sold like 15. Like COD was still, NW2 went crazy. It was like one of the biggest games ever. Like that sold like 20 mil. COD was still doing really, really good. But it never had competition like this in the FPS genre, in the shooter genre as a whole, like Arc Raiders. So they were going to face a lot of scrutiny on top of them being like the king of this shit for so long. Like people want to see Call of Duty get overthrown because like it's fatigue. Like I'm tired of seeing COD be released in these states, and you know, I still love this franchise and this series deeper, and I still love this game a lot. Like I really enjoy playing Black Ops 7 competitively #1 for sure. But it's like I'm like eventually COD is gonna get overthrown, and it's like it's not that sad to see because it's like it's happened for so many other games in the past, but COD feels like it was like it was never on its last legs or like even close to being dead, but like it's not gonna be dead, but it won't be as popular as it was because we have more competition now. And maybe Modern Warfare 4 next year proves me wrong, but we have more competition now. We have more gamers now that play different games, even though there's like a rise and boom of ball and gun gamers. And I'm gonna make a whole series on that. But COD will still be around, but it won't be as it was back when we were growing up, when it was like the king of games. It was the king of shooters. It's made so much money over these past years. Like it won't be that, but it will still be around. And that's the point I'm trying to make, where it's like Black Ops 7 is not just like it's not the end of COD, but it's the start of the end. It's the beginning of the end. And I made that clear in my previous video that like this game being the worst selling COD like is a really, really huge indicator that like people do not want to play this game. The new gamers, they're on Roblox, they're on Arc Raiders, they're on Fortnite. They don't want to play this shit either. Like kids born in the 2010s don't want to fucking touch COD. Like what the fuck? Why are you playing COD for, this old ass boomer game? Like, you know what I'm saying? They even the competitive scene in those other games, like they're making way more money. So eventually, I hate to say it, but this series will die. This franchise will die, and I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be sad. We're gonna be pouring one out for COD, even though the last few have been mediocre, have been ass. I still love this franchise. I still love this game, but that is why I like truly feel about Black Ops 7 and why it was the worst selling COD of all time. But hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate all the love and support you've been showing me. Hope you enjoy it. Comment down below what kind of things you think COD should change, if you think COD can be revived, if you think COD has a chance of surviving in this new age of games and, you know, all these new kids and, you know, everything. Like, can it survive in this new age? Like, we're entering a whole new age of gaming. There's so many more games being pushed now or being developed now, and all these new shooters like Arc Raiders and BF6 ain't just a start. We're gonna get way more shooters on the way that are gonna be, you know, better than COD. So as always, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you have a great day. I hope y'all like the gameplay in the background, because yeah, 54, that boy went crazy. But enjoy y'all day. Appreciate y'all. Take it easy.